We're back! Salt Lake, final number 2, men's final. Return of the King. How does this work? And return of the stereo sound. I figured it out. Thanks for the comment. But if you want to hear my comments from the other side next time, let me know. I can switch back to mono. Anyway, awesome boulders, cool round. Don't work too much. There's too much sunshine outside, so either go outside or stay inside. Watch Mortal Kombat, amazing movie. No one watched Fast and the Furious apparently yet, because no one told me what they thought about it. You told me a lot about like the comp formats you liked or didn't like. That's pretty cool. We will go back to this next time. They're doing a remake of Masters of the Universe, which is really exciting. And someone told me that they're doing a remake of Roadhouse. Remember Roadhouse, where Patrick Swayze plays a bouncer? Rest in peace. Legendary movie. Why would you do a remake of this movie? I don't know. Okay, let's go with our finalists. We got Hannes Duysen, the slap master again from Belgium, Daiki Sano from Japan, Toby Roberts from Great Britain, the UK, Sean Bailey in front of his home crowd, Tomoa Narasaki and Sorata Anraku. The only starter and climber, I think he's 16, but he was also the only one finishing all 4 semi-final bowlers in an impressive way. The rest of the starters finished 2 each in the semi-final. And Hannes started the final off, which had kind of like 2 slaps, which was pretty cool. And we see here the first slap starting with a traverse into the left corner. There was a slide corner coming out the next volumes on the left. And Hannes, who I assumed, and like we've seen him climbing so far, and he's a really good slap climber, but I think he did something wrong here. He always tried to traverse low here. Yeah, he was a little bit clueless what to do, didn't change his method, and unfortunately did not find even a zone here in boulder number 1, even though he was fighting really hard, just 20 centimeters above the ground. Let's check out Daiki, who had a better way to traverse to the left. Instead of going low, he walked higher on the left starting foothold, and then he kind of smeared and clanged on. Yeah, so he was able to traverse and shift his hip further to the left, go into the corner and into this awkward mental pushy situation. And then the zone, yeah, good hip jam here. Yeah, maybe not the most delicate boulder, but for a slap, awkward, powerful, a little bit powerful, and yeah, just awkward. Like I don't think climbers felt safe at any point, even though Daiki made it look really easy. And then we see another screw-on on top of the zone, and there's another screw-on he's not using on the yellow surface. We will talk about this in a bit. Daiki sets up for the top move, up to the pinch, tries to jump, almost sticks it, but yeah, A for almost, which doesn't guarantee him any top here. We see here now he changes his methods. Yeah, right foot onto the yellow jib I mentioned before, and then he's able to transfer his weight again to the left. Feet are a little bit higher, a little bit more secure. That's how you do it. Toby Roberts here in his first senior final tried the traverse, the lower traverse as well, and then later he found out how it works when you climb the higher traverse. And this is a side-by-side comparison with Sean Bailey, who I assumed so far not being a really good slab climber. Sorry Sean, this is on me, because yeah, he surprised me here with climbing this slab pretty fast and also doing a great job at the second slab. We will come to this later. For now we can just enjoy that Sean climbs fluidly, a little bit faster than Toby, and yeah, just gets out of this awkward position quite fast, and then finds the solution immediately for his feet. Yeah, stepping inside, and now you can see his left toe. He can dig in and pull a little bit to the left with his hip, has the top, while Toby is still in this awkward chimney position. You cannot see the clock right now because I had to create this split screen. But Toby is running out of time, and running out of time, maybe a little bit panicking. He's been on this boulder already for, I don't know, 30 seconds. I've been talking for more than 30 seconds straight, so this is really exhausting for me. And I think climbing here is even more exhausting than for me, myself talking. Maybe talking is my most exhausting trade hobby. Anyway, Toby, again, like Daiki, stuck in this position, tries to do a dynamic slips, and no top for Toby Roberts, unfortunately. Also, unfortunately, no footage of Tomoa Narasaki. Yeah, thank you. The stream just, whatever. Was not there for Tomoa's flash ascent, so I don't know what to say, except for Sorata needed a few attempts and solved the last position with his heel. So Tomoa Narasaki, maybe he was too fast for the cameras. No, there was a technical whatever incident, but they were not even able to show his ascent later. Doesn't matter. We've seen it a few times. Tomoa flashes boulder number 1, while the others needed a few tries, and surprising for me, Hannes, not even with a zone here. So yeah, let's go into boulder number 2, which was a little bit faster, quicker, and more spectacular. So as mentioned before, a little bit more spectacular. It started with a jump which no one flashed, but I gotta say there was no separation after the jump anymore. Once the climbers stuck the jump, everyone also climbed straight up to the top, so no split or separation after the zone anymore. Yeah, there could have been a little bit more happening to force the climbers to try and execute the jump again. But Hannes had a great time this time. Campusing to the last one. Yeah, crowd, where are you? I like this character, I like his style. Let's see more of him in the future. As mentioned before, no one flashed the first move, so we will see a few unsuccessful attempts before we go into analyzing how to do this jump and how to not, or what is happening. Toby Roberts here also, failing in his first attempt. Second attempt looks a little bit better. The start position is quite comfortable. Big footholds, a lot of swinging around once you hit the jug, the screw on, because you need to hit it perfectly and execute the jump properly. Yeah, Daiki Sano again. You needed to take the momentum back to the left and kick step into the wall. That was pretty good, and we will compare Toby Roberts here on the left side and on the right side. His template execution before the jump is same but different, but now on the right side he learned already that he needs to arrive with both hands as quick as possible at the hold, while on the left side he's only with one hand. Now he matches, while on the right side he arrived with both hands and is able to pull up. Like you can see that his elbows are slightly bent. He can concentrate on the backswing and concentrate where he wants to step with his foot to stop the momentum. Left side he doesn't even match his hands properly and slips off. Biggest surprise for me was my new favorite slab climber Sean Bailey, who apparently doesn't know how to jump anymore, because he was the only one not being able to do the first move. This had several reasons. Like, he was straight to the wall, he tried different things. We will talk about this in a second, but I wanted to show you Tomoa in his first try. He thought he could stick it. Second try, easy peasy. And because we haven't seen him yet climbing anything, it's just, I don't know, is there an English word for Augenweide? Because I love seeing Tomoa climb. There's nothing I can imagine doing. No, there's a lot of stuff I can imagine doing. Anyway, now we will compare Sean to Sorata. Sean is pretty straight to the wall. You can see that his knees and hips are facing to the wall, while Sorata leans to the right and kind of glides sideways from the right to his left foot, and then he carries on with the momentum, swings to the left, swings back to the right. Well, Sean, it's super stiff, like his movement is just not fluid. He doesn't feel comfortable, and with his hip movement he goes straight into the wall. He doesn't create any momentum sideways, leftways. Yeah, no top here for Sean Bailey in boulder number 2, not even a zone. Okay, we got a Japanese podium after boulder number 3, but now things were about to change with a dynamic move starting up into this slab. And yeah, Hannes van Duysen, so far the slab master of the season for me, had some problems going to the right here. This jib on the right is next to nothing. It's a slopey jib, and he wasn't able to transfer his weight really efficiently to the right. You can see his feet are standing on a dual text volume, so the white part is slippery, which doesn't matter because you should stand outside with your feet anyway to lean inwards. Yeah, he needed a few tries but was not able to achieve anything. Toby, on the other hand, with 2 minutes left, gets closer and closer. His right hand leads the movement while his feet are already over to the right. Then he lets go of his hands in a second. Yeah, freestanding, push your heels down slowly to the right. Oh, almost losing control. And now you can see that this jib is not incut. It's nothing. It's one of those cheater dual text jibs. But he makes some space to cross through with his hip. And this was really intense. Now push your heel down and go slow, go fast. I didn't know what he wanted to do, but I would like to see his heartbeat in this moment, because this is super slow, super controlled. And the first top for Toby Roberts here at Boulder number 3. Amazing slab. So we see Sean Bailey and Tomoa now in a side-by-side comparison. Again, no one flashed this boulder. But I was surprised to see how well the others did, while Hannes did not do that well on the slab. And Tomoa, again, is just one of the fastest climbers on the whole circuit in the World Cup stage. Yeah, he's already at the top, while Sean is super comfortable there. Like, he chalked up midways, and then he's also matching feet on the penultimate volume. Yeah, at the top, easy peasy top for Sean and Tomoa. Let's try to see why Hannes was not able to execute this move. First, I thought it's body size, but Hannes is one of the tallest competitors here, while Sorata here on the right side is 160 something, so Hannes is almost 10 centimeters higher. Take a look at his left heel. It's facing towards the left, so it's not facing to the right, not like open. And his movement, as soon as he starts moving, he moved more higher upwards than further to the right, while Sorata is moving first to the right, shifting all his weight onto his foot, right heel push down, and then goes slowly higher after pushing his shifting his weight to the right, moving up really slowly. Pretty cool to see here how Sean just chalks up midways. One of the smaller competitors, Sorata, has the same size. But these are the rankings. Daiki was not able to complete boulder number 3, so Daiki and Toby and Sean, who completed on with 2 boulders in the 3rd spot behind Tomoa and Sorata, going into boulder number 4. So a lot of things were still open, and impressive climbing by Toby Roberts going into boulder number 4. Maybe about the zones. 6 zones for boulder number 3, but only 4 tops, so there was more of a separation after the zones, better than in boulder number 2. Boulder number 4, a little bit more simple, more powerful climbing, throwing out here to the left, and then a little bit momentum based. Some people might call it new school climbing after the zone, which is the left crimp. You had 2 footholds. We will talk about this in a bit. Hannes used the higher one to get up, and now it's a 90-degree ledge here. You are able to match only for a millisecond and then continue with the momentum to the penultimate, second to last hold. Flash here for Hannes van Duysen and boulder number 4. Great execution and cool move here, and especially his attitude again. Just beautiful to see a little bit more of characters here. Just makes the sport way more exciting. Remember, Daiki was on the 3rd position with 2 tops so far. He stuck the move to the zone only once, then he slipped off and was never able to repeat this again. And on the streams they said that, and the setters I think were sure as well, that you were not able to match this board. Sean Bailey, on the other hand, moved his hip really far to the left, really good, had his hands further to the right, and was able to match before he jumped out, while Toby Roberts here uses his right foot as a pendulum to create some swing and momentum, and in this equilibrium moment matching the handhold and continue the pull upwards to the penultimate hold. Because he matched and topped this boulder, he moved into third place. Yeah, that was pretty good for Toby Roberts. Congratulations. While we see the new winner of Salt Lake City here, Tomoa Narasaki, faster than lightning. While the others moved higher with their left hand, Tomoa uses his right hand just to stop quickly and then continue the movement, bump bump with the right hand. Yeah, many ways, 3 different ways to climb this crux move up the top. Anyway, congratulations Tomoa Narasaki, great round, topped all 4 boulder problems. Sorata also topped this one, but he needed way more tries in total than Tomoa. We can see in his first try, he tried to use both footholds. He immediately went to the other hold, and it's way easier if your hip, like your left leg, is free then to turn and tilt your hip around and you swing your hip close to the wall to be able to execute the dynamic move. I think this Salt Lake weekend was so far my favorite World Cup this season, but it may also be because it's summer here at home and my mood is generally better when the sun is out. But Boulder 1 was awkward and body positioning. Boulder 2 was a dyno to separate and create a split for the finalists. The top could have been a little bit more difficult. Boulder 3 was a beautiful slow slab. Maybe the start could have been a little bit more difficult because everyone climbed pretty fast into the crux. And Boulder 4 was just a beautiful finisher, power crimp, dynamic problem, and you had to keep it all together. Tomoa did 4 tops in 6 attempts, while Sorata, pretty impressive. After being the first and the second in the semifinal, he didn't drop too far. A lot of people suffer due to the pressure, but he kept it also together. And congratulations to Toby Roberts, who's a really good all-around climber, finishing with a bronze medal here in Salt Lake. Looking forward to what's happening next in Prague. As mentioned before, I'll not do a report about this probably, but I'll be in Brixen. So the next video will actually be about me setting a boulder last year in Brixen. So stay tuned and see what I did there. Nikki out. Bye!